Hey, BassGeek here, and today we're going to talk about topwater in the post spawn and this little beaut right here. Alright guys, so as always, you guys know that I have partnered up with Mytery Tackle Box. Now what I do every single month, I get a Mytery Tackle Box Pro in the mail. And when I get it, I do a giveaway. I do a how-to, and we talk about what and how one of these baits can be used for this specific time of year. I've already told you what bait we're going to use. I'll show it. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. But Mytery Tackle Box, there is a code down there. If you use that code, you can get the first box for cheap. So make sure you use that code. Guys, like I always say, if you're starting out, this is a great thing to get to build your tackle arsenal. If you're an old head like me, this is a great box to challenge yourself and maybe find, as I've stated in some of the others, the IMA walking bait. That's a great example. Love that bait. Found it in a Mytery Tackle Box. A lot of other things that I found in a Mytery Tackle Box. The jigs, the Trash Master, found that in a Mytery Tackle Box. So as an old head, you can get out of your rut. You know, I know we like to, I know there's certain bites in my area that I like to fish. You know, the little green worm bite in the spring. I like to come here and, flip Cincos and wacky rig for spawning bass. And, and then, of course, I like to get on the deep bite once we get into later in the season. But sometimes you got to do things that are going to make you better as a complete angler. And that's my goal this year, is to make myself a better all-around angler. And that means trying the stuff in this box. Let's see what's in it. Hey, make sure you stick around to the end. I'll tell you how you can win this month's, I think it's the May, Mytery Tackle Box. So let's see what's in here first. We got a Bagley. This is a topwater bait too. This is not the one that we're going to talk about, but this is a prop bait. Like that bait, like Bagley. We've got some speed worms, basically, from Buddha Bait Company. Love these things. They can be fished across the top, again, top water, so they can be kind of waked and have that tail really kick up some wake. And then you can stop them and drop them when you get over top of certain cover, because you're going to Texas rig them. Here's some sticker 3/0 offset worm hooks. Here's a D&L custom jig. Here's some right baits. It looks like a good looking trailer for that jig, black and blue. Of course, you've always got your sticker. That's how much everything retails for. Here's your Dibble Digest. Some Exxon, big fan of the Exxon stuff. Brandon Polinick is too. Looks like some beaver baits. Here's some tips and tricks on how to use them. And last but not least, the walking pop. Now this is a bluegill, which is good in ponds and pretty much anywhere where there's bluegill, which is, isn't that everywhere? So we're going to strap that on and we're going to see what we think about it. All right, so let's talk about rod, reel, and line setup. Guys, this is my new spiral rod, and I can tell you, I love it. It seems to be casting very well. I still don't have enough time to really tell you, what I think about the sensitivity of the handle yet. But the spiral guide so far, this rod does cast a country mile. This is a 3/8 ounce little bait, and it has no problems casting it whatsoever. Now, I do want to say that the JB Custom rod family had a pretty major loss, and so I want to say condolences to them. I know this is a little late, but we're talking about the rod for the first time, I think, since that happened. So I just want to say, thoughts and prayers are with you guys. Now, line. This bait reminds me of a little bit of a jitterbug. It's got that same kind of lip. It's got that little walk-in action, and it's really subtle. It actually also kind of reminds you of a very subtle prop bait. So something like a whopper plopper, like a really small whopper plopper. It's really subtle, really got that poop, 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 poop kind of sound to it, as you'll see here in just a few minutes. But it's a really, really neat little bait. So generally I'm going to fish this on that mid to low high range, 6'3", 7, 1, you know, not really going to go higher than that. I think this is a 6'8", which is perfect for this. You don't want to overpower the bait with the reel. So if you're like me and you like to reel fast, that 6'5", 6'3", 6'8", that's going to be your best option. This is their Hornet line. But like I said, it is a medium heavy. It's got a nice tip. I wouldn't call it moderate. I'm going to call it fast, but it's definitely a softer, fast tip. Really cast well. Again, this is the JB Custom rods, and this is my Lose, and it's just simply an LFS, guys. It's just a straight up LFS. It casts great, does work. 7.5 to 1 line. I'm probably going to put 14 to, I wouldn't go crazy. You could throw this on a spinning rod too, easily get away with it. But I'd go 14, 15 pounds, 17 tops. I go monofilament again, you know, not a lot of grass. Again, I think I would go monofilament. Some type of monofilament leader, even if you do braid, I think you still need a monofilament leader in there somewhere, just for this style of bait. Because it's got treble hooks, you need a little bit of give. But like I said, you could actually throw this on a spinning reel. Now, if I was going to throw it on a spinning combo, I'd definitely throw it on a medium fast action, a little stiffer, a little heavier rod. But you'd get away with throwing it on a spinning rod, no problem whatsoever. All right, let's talk about where and when we're going to fish this thing. So fishing a topwater bait in the post spawn, it's going to be about three things. It's either going to be about your shad spawn. Your shad are going to spawn, depending on your lake, in a number of different places. They'll spawn up against laydowns like this. They'll spawn against bluff walls, docks, retaining walls, gravel, grass. It's really different for every place you go. So if you've got shad and they're spawning, topwater is going to be a great bait. The next group of fish are going to be the comers and the goers. The fish that have moved off, they're sitting in this wood or wherever it is under, you know, around docks. Those fish that are going to suspend near the surface, whether it be floating docks, standing docks, around wood. They love to get on wood here. There's no real docks here, so they love to get on wood. You run that down some laydowns, you're liable to get your arm broke. The other thing, fry garters. A topwater run through some fry garters, especially one with treble hooks on it, is going to get you bit. So if you find the fry, run that topwater through it, you're going to get bit. Now, let's talk about retrieve. This thing's about as simple as it gets. Make a nice long cast. Keep your rod tip up. And just reel at a moderate speed. That's it. You can stop and go if you want. Especially if you're around cover. And that's one place I would work this, is around as tight to the cover. I'm just casting out here because I don't want to lose your all's bait. I'm going to give it away to you. But as tight to the cover as you can possibly get. All right, y'all, so that is it. It is that simple to use this bait. It is a great bait to cover water too. This bait, all you have to do is throw it and reel. So if you're in a topwater, you can throw it around, you know, a topwater bite, you can throw it around cover, you can throw it around open water, and you can really cover water with this bait. So I know you guys want to know what the top secret word is to win this box, and we're going to make it real easy. Just do hashtag topwater. Hashtag topwater. down in the comment section below. That will get you entered to win this month's Mystery Tackle Box Pro. And as always, guys, I'm telling you, Bass Geek Nation is exploding. We've gained over, I mean, we're talking about 140, 160 subscribers a day for the past week and a half. We're over 32,000 and growing like a weed. It is incredible. Thank you, guys. I can't tell you how much I appreciate your support. It means more to me than, really, I mean, it really means more to me than I can ever tell you and that I can put into words. This has been an incredible journey. And like I always say, guys, I never expected to see this kind of channel growth and gain this many friends. All right, so remember, hashtag Topwater down below. And as always, questions, comments in the comment section below. Guys, make sure you leave hashtag Topwater to be entered to win this month's Mystery Tackle Box. Like it if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell when those notifications come out so you can see these videos and win stuff and learn stuff and just say hey. And as always, you guys rock.